So it is 7 PM on January 28th, 2020, and we are going to open the administrative board meeting. We do roll call, please.
Yep, trustees Chris Samples,
Here.
John Talbot,
Here.
William Luxinger is absent, Dina Simpson is absent, Jen Christensen. Here. Jared Doan,
Here.
President Rick Worm,
Here.
Treasurer Brenda Onebany. Here. I, Clerk Sandy Maas, am here. Public Works Supervisor Brett Berge.
Here. All right, still trying to bring up the agenda.
You need a motion, please.
We do need a motion for William to attend remotely due to work.
Motion to let William Luxlinger attend remotely due to work.
Second.
John makes a motion to let William Luxinger attend remotely due to work. Jen seconds. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes at 7:03.
William?
78 is working in next.
William?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
We read off the items on the consent agenda.
Yep, tonight for approval on the consent agenda is item number 1, the December 30th, 2019 Administrative Board Minutes. Number 2 is the bills payable warrant list dated January 28th, 2020.
At this time, do any of the board members wish to remove any of the items for further consideration? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to place agenda items 1 and 2 inclusively as consent agenda items. Further, I move that all items be considered together as a consent agenda.
I'll second.
Jen makes a motion to place items 1 and 2 inclusively as the consent agenda. John seconds. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jen?
Yes.
Jared?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Dina is absent. Chris?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Motion passes 7:04. Second motion?
I move to adopt items 1 and 2 inclusively on the consent agenda in a single group pursuant to the omnibus vote procedure specified in the Illinois Municipal Code.
Second.
Jen makes a motion to adopt items 1 and 2 inclusively on the consent agenda in a single group pursuant to the omnibus vote procedure specified in the Illinois Municipal Code. John seconds. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jared?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Dina is absent. Chris?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
All right, motion passes 7:05. Still trying to, my computer's still updating on Windows 10. Outlook's still loading, so I don't have the agenda on the screen. There are no items that were removed for further discussion, so we'll move on to the reports. I have nothing this evening.
I have the 2 resolutions that confirm the discussions that we had for release of minutes. I cannot make motions, so.
I will make a motion for resolution 20-02, a resolution approving and reviewing executive session meeting minutes.
Second.
Did you get that, Jared?
John did.
No.
Either one.
Jen makes a motion to approve resolution 20-02. John seconds. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
John?
Yes.
Dina is absent. Chris?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Jen?
Yes.
Jared?
Yes.
Motion passes 7:06.
And then the next resolution is just destroying the closed session meeting minutes from meetings in which the minutes have been approved and it has been longer than 18 months.
I'd like to make a motion for resolution number 20-03, a resolution authorizing the destruction of closed session tape.
Second.
Jen makes a motion to approve resolution 20-03. Jared seconds. Any discussion?
I have a question. Were these, minutes ever released to the public or open to the public?
The minutes that belong to those tapes? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the ones that you're gonna destroy.
Um,
I'm gonna abstain anyway, because I wasn't here, but I'd just like to know for the future.
It really just is dependent upon what still flows, so if it's not listed on the closed list of the meeting minutes, then yes, but it does not appear that all of them are. So like if you go and look at the executive session meeting minutes that are still remaining closed, you'll see March 27, 2018, and then you'll see the destruction over here of March 27, 2018. But because the minutes have been approved and it's been longer than 18 months, the state statute allows us for destruction.
And on minutes, something too, is that you don't have to have been here when they were approved. You can, as long as you have read them and have an understanding of them, you can vote.
Yeah. And this
Up or
isn't
down?
even, yeah, this isn't for the minutes
I understand,
themselves,
but
this is
just-
just for the tape.
Just putting it out there. If you-
You don't destroy the minutes, do the minutes stay forever?
Yes, yes.
Minutes are-
Minutes are a forever document.
Do they ever get released?
Yeah. Yeah, we released them in the motion right before this.
Alright.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Chris?
I abstain.
William?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jared?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And Dina is absent.
Motion passes 708. You have anything further?
I do. Please be prepared for next week's meeting. I anticipate a very lengthy meeting. There are currently, I think, 4 or 5 ordinances and resolutions, and then 4 or 5 topics for discussion. So,
Jared's been busy.
it's,
Ordinances.
well, there's one under ordinance, and then, I've got 2 or 3, Brenda's got 2 or 3, Fergie's got 2 or 3, so we're racking them up pretty quickly for next week.
Excellent. Any further?
Nope, that's it.
Brenda?
Nothing.
All right, well, the committees, Jen?
I have nothing, 'cause I'm gonna wait till next week.
William?
Nothing.
Do we have any ratification?
We do not.
Okay. Jared?
Nothing.
John?
Nothing.
Chris?
The only thing I have is that, I had Fergie check for the property and how much it would cost. And, for the per acre would have been 50,000, but it's 0.6 acres is what he told me, so it's basically 30,000. And if we can find the money within the streets budget, you know, or most of the money, I'd like to move forward with that this fiscal year.
Could you make a clarification for the record? What property are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know the legal property, but
I'll find it for you.
it's,
Well, I know what it is. If you could give a description of its location, that would be sufficient enough for the record.
you wanna do that, 'cause I'm not exactly sure what the,
Are
lo-
you
it's
talking about the
behind-
property located to the south of the current Public Works building?
Yes.
Between the Public Works building and the railroad track?
Yes, I
Perfect.
am.
Perfect, thank you.
And honestly, that was the price it was before.
No, it was not. That is 6,000 higher than their
Oh.
last.
Yes. Per, acre price went up 10,000.
Oh,
Why?
Inflation.
because we didn't buy it
That's
before.
a good answer.
It's, well,
No,
it's true.
it wasn't worth what they're asking. before,
Land,
then.
land doesn't stay static. Price of land doesn't stay static. You wouldn't expect your house to be the same price this year as it is 5 years from now, right?
Wouldn't surprise me, but they do our taxes.
Does anybody know what the going acre of farmland is worth?
It just depends on the farm ground, if it's good soil or bad soil.
What's good soil going for?
And well, where my parents' house is, I want you to try about 20 to 25,000 an acre.
So he wants 30,000, or he wants 50,000 an
But you-
acre.
Understand the key thing in real
It's totally
estate?
different,
Yeah.
Key thing in real estate is always location,
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 location.
Yeah.
And
you
it's
know what?
where we need
It
it.
just depends who's buying it too. They look at the village and they're like, cha-ching.
Yeah, that was my fear.
Well, it's a piece of property that's behind a piece of property we already own. So it's contiguous and that's, I mean, it's gonna be the way it is.
It's just any town or any village, you know, you wanna buy more property, like, oh, they got money, so let's raise it.
The truth is, I would prefer to put it on a piece of property that we own, but it would not be logical.
Yeah.
It would be most logical to put it on the property behind our property where all of our equipment is.
Absolutely agree with you.
What are we referring to?
I don't know.
Salt shed in the future.
Storage, Schultz said, all the chips and stuff.
Purchasing
Schultz
of
shed.
the old, Glendenning property behind the Public Works building for a salt shed.
I got her.
Did you hear that, William?
That's fine.
I did.
Are you gonna say Schultz shed shoe?
Pretty much.
Okay. Anything further, Chris?
No, that's it.
Dina is not here. Do you have anything on utilities?
No.
All right. Anybody have anything on economic development? We'll move on.
Was there any update on the expansion at Cloverleaf, with, the gas station?
They said they are coming with or without us.
Oh,
I don't know what
We-
Cloverleaf is.
I don't even,
39 and 72.
Okay.
That was called a cloverleaf,
It's partial one.
partial clover, yeah.
But they said they're coming with or without us, and, the opposition has FOIA'd all of our records regarding it, which we didn't have much, but we turned over everything.
Well, the opposition.
Or in the process of turning over everything, whichever may be true.
I was listed on the FOIA report last week.
No, I said they won't have a chance.
I
They
don't
haven't
know.
provided them
Yeah,
with
no,
all
I thought you were
our-
asking who it was.
Oh, no, I seen,
Okay.
I-
No, and I'm just a firm believer that if you're gonna have a facility like that out there, you're better off running it through a treatment center and having it treated rather than running off into
Yeah.
septic fields and...
Oh.
Public? Public?
I actually have something on the
Okay.
public. I don't know who else received the email from Rachel Rubio.
The Village of Davis Junction did generally as well. It came to our generic inbox.
Did other,
I did.
you did?
You did, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
That's the three she originally
Did-
addressed.
And then
Did you?
Nobody,
No.
Alright.
nobody
I
must
did
have
not.
responded, and then it was.
No, I haven't
Village.
responded yet.
Yeah.
I wanted to, I didn't know, is there gonna be one comprehensive response? Otherwise, I'd just, go ahead.
No, it's, go ahead, continue with your thought.
I just wanted to say that she is, concerned about the problem of people not obeying stop signs and, yield signs, and I'm sure speed limits to boot, and, I'm concerned with it too, but I don't see how, we as a board can enforce it. I would encourage all residents within the Village of Davis Junction to call the sheriff's department and ask them to patrol on a regular basis. I mean, all of us pay taxes to the sheriff's department or to Ogle County, and, they should actually be coming through our neighborhoods more often than they probably do, in which case, if somebody blows the stop sign or whatever, which I see on a regular basis, so I'm sure she's right.
She is, and
Yeah.
it's not just chronic here, it's pretty much chronic everywhere.
Right, well, I'm sure that's true, and,
Not that it makes it right.
no, I understand. And, it maybe if you thought you were gonna get stopped and ticketed by the Ogle County Sheriff's Department or the state police or somebody, you may not
Yeah, 'cause
run
when,
through.
when they're here for a couple days, then we have a really spell of people
Yeah.
that actually stop or at least slow down.
They might wanna
For
come
stop
through.
signs.
I would just encourage our residents to call and ask them to patrol on a more regular basis, because the more people that call and ask, the more odds that you're gonna have them do it, because, the sheriff is elected, and it might help. And I just wanted to say that I sympathize with her. I just don't see, as the village, as trustees for the village, what you're not gonna have Jared out there flagging cars down at a stop sign. It's just impractical and unsafe.
Well, this is the same discussion we've had over and over again, and you hit it right on the head. They need to call the sheriff's
Yeah.
office, because we're not.
Well, and maybe people don't don't think about that. They just, this lady mentioned that she has a camera, I assume a Ring, 'cause I have one on mine too. And if you get somebody on video blowing a stop sign, I don't know if they can actually ticket them for it, but it might be, good to give them that, footage and allow them to make a determination or whatever. Or know that there are people actually blowing the stop sign out in front of your house or wherever it is, so that they'll come and patrol, or sit on it and give people tickets for a week or a day or whatever. That's all I had.
Follow up, will you be the person responding then?
I don't know, who would, anybody, or do you want me to respond?
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, no, then I'll send it.
I think your recommendation is a good recommendation, that they call the sheriff's
Yeah,
office.
that's all I'm gonna tell her in the
That's all we
response.
can do, because
It probably-
when that kid got hit on that scooter, you never seen no police out here after that.
Oh. Well, I'm worried about the kid safety too. I think people go too fast through the neighborhood to boot, but I'm not sure as a board what we could do to stop that. Have we had that, well, not the speed sign thing lately, no?
Not for the
No?
winter.
All right,
Clean the winter, no.
well,
I had somebody one night, Chris, that was unhappy that I was doing the speed limit through town and through the subdivision.
Pasture, I bet.
That they actually pulled around in front of me, cut me off to stop me, got out of their vehicle and threw a shake at me.
Wow.
that's just ridiculous.
They actually hit me with it. It was very nice, but
Wow.
it was kind of comical, but it was like,
Well, people have to realize between the conditions to boot. This morning, on my way to work, I saw 5 cars in the ditch. It was very slippery.
Mhm.
And, and you just have to take your time and leave early if you have to, or whatever
Well,
the case may be.
My biggest concern when I see it is when I am leaving to go to work and the buses are out And when you have those big buses with headlights, a lot of shadows, you cannot see those kids standing on the side of the streets.
I agree.
And there
It's
are a
hard to
lot
see
of
'em, yeah.
people that are not stopping, they're just looking and trying to beat that bus, and they're turning and they're going. It is really bad when the buses are around.
Well, they don't
Very bad.
understand, when you see the yellow lights, you better start slowing down.
Well, since most of them are
Red
parents, you
lights.
would think that, you know, they would know better.
But, I mean,
As a
it's-
parent, the worst thing in the world for me would be to
Right.
lose a child.
Right, and it's not kids, it is grown adults, more than it is kids doing it.
One day
At least
when
that
was
I
out work,
witnessed.
I seen them, my bus, the bus stopped right in front of my house, and the car just went right around the stop sign.
Yep.
Maybe we could set up a little booth and we'll sit out there with little, like, diving signs and rate their stop. They come through.
All right, I will take no action on the email I received as well, so I'll assume that you're taking care of it.
Yep, I'll answer.
Anything further from anybody with a public comment? Then we'll move on.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Jared makes a motion to adjourn, Jen seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. We are adjourned at 7:18.